everybody, welcome to your lesson for lesson 610, Everyday Math 5th grade. The pages I will be working on are going to be attached to the Google Classroom assignment that I have for my classroom. This is something that your teacher would print off for you if you were in person. So if we were here, we would be working in small groups to work on this. Unfortunately, you guys are at home, so it's a little bit more challenging. So get a piece of paper, take notes, print the paper from your Google Slides. Do something so you can follow along, okay? You're going to be able to use these skills later in the unit. So it says that 2 5th grade classes are raising money for their local animal shelters, okay? There are 20 students in Class A, and each student raised $12. Okay, so I'm going to do Class A. 20 students, each raise $12. This helps me think through the process, okay? There are 20 students in Class B. Okay, so Class B, 20 students. Each student in Class B raised 1.5 times as much as the student in Class A. So they earned 12 each here. So each student earns 1.5 times 12. 1.5 as much as this amount. Does that make sense? Great. So how much money did the students in both classrooms raise all together? All right, so before I can figure anything out, I know I need to find my total. I know I'm going to add my final answers, but I have to do my math. So let's figure it out. Classroom A, 20 students, $12 each. What is my problem? What is my number model that I will use to solve this problem? For this question, I would take 20 students times 12. Equals 480. Awesome. Now, student B, all of the students in student B, there are 20 of them, raised 1.5 times student A. So I'm going to do 12 times 1.5 first to figure out how much each student earns. Okay. We know 5 times 2 is 10, carry my 1. 5 times 1 is 5, plus 1 is 6, X's and O's. 1 times 2 is 2. 1 times 1 is 1. Add it together. Let's see, 0, 8, 1. And my decimal, I have 1 decimal place. So my answer would be 18. That means Classroom B, all of the students raised $18 apiece. So how many students are in Class B? How much did they earn? $18 times 20 students. How much did the students in Class B earn? And oh my goodness, guess what I just realized? I realized I shouldn't cut corners because this math is wrong. Let's do it again. 20 times 12. I'm going to check it for real this time. 2 times 0. 2 times 2. 1 times 0. 1 times 2. Much better, 240. Now let's check Class B. 0 times 8, 0 times 1. 2 times 8 is 16. 2 times 1 is 2, plus 1 is 3. So Class A earned $240. Class B equals 360. And now I need to add them together. So what is the total that both classrooms earned all together? So I'm going to add it 360 plus 240. 10, carry my 1. All together, they earned $600. Awesome. Now, it says, look back at your work. Show or explain how you can tell your solution makes sense. How can we tell that our solution makes sense? So we said class A equals 240. Class B equals 360. How can I check to see if this is right? What is something I can do to see if my answer makes sense? See if you can come up with a solution and type it in the box. All right, I hope that you paused and I hope that you tried to write one on your own. This is what I would do. I know that class A is 1.5 times as big as class B for how much they earned. So to check my work, I'm going to do 240 times 1.5. 5 times 0, 5 times 4. 5 times 2 is 10, plus 2 is 12. Right? Yes, 20. Cool. X's and O's. 1 times 0, 1 times 4, and 1 times 2. 0, 0. 6, 3. I had to think it through for a second. Now I had one spot past my decimal, so I moved my decimal one spot here. So if I take class A times 1.5, my answer is the same as what I got for class B. So guess what? I'm going to put that in a sentence. I know I am right because if
At this time,
I multiply class A's total by 1.5, my answer is the same as class B's total. That is what I would do. I would compare the two classes. I would make sure that class B is 1.5 times the amount of class A, because that's what my direction said. That is how I personally would check it. If you had another way, great. All right, that is the end of your lesson today. Make sure you are asking questions of your teachers. Make sure you are trying your hardest and showing your work, and make sure you're taking notes. Have a great day, guys.